Right now we go to Texas and welcome our friend Cody Tucker to the show. Cody, how are you doing, buddy?
I'm good, man. How are y'all doing?
Cody, we did something this weekend that I know you are not a traveler, but I know that you would enjoy. We went to Skank Fest this weekend in New Orleans.
Yep.
The biggest comedy festival in the country, and I think you would have loved it.
Why?
I just because I had a good time, and I don't like to move too far away from my nest either. And it was worth it. First of all, the food in New Orleans is great. The comedy was great. And it's a certain caliber of weird people that I think that you would enjoy as well.
Well, yeah, I mean that part of that sounds appealing. The food I could care less about, to be honest. But
that is surprising to me.
Huh?
That's surprising to me. You seem
I
like
hate that. I hate that Cajun food.
Oh.
Crap.
What is at the top of
disgusting.
your list? What kind of food are you loving the most?
Oh boy. I'm a big like I like Italian food. I like Mexican food.
Okay.
You know, that would probably be like top two.
All right.
Good old like Southern cooking. You know,
You seem like there's not a lot of. Like, I'm not taking you to a place like Calvin. What did you say that it serves cold foam or whatever?
Yeah, if it has foam. It's probably going to be lost on me.
Yeah.
Cody
I'm not.
Cody has said that he hates New Orleans many times.
Oh yes.
Yeah, I agree. I'm not. I one time I was in New Orleans. I took a picture of a puddle that might have been filled with pee, and I said, "This describes New Orleans in one picture." This is the whole. It wasn't even a puddle. It was like a pothole filled with pee, and I was like, "This is New Orleans." But the truth is, this time we had a really good time. So they take over this like section, and all of a sudden it becomes like Thunderdome over there. They got a boxing ring set up, and they got you see Doug Stanhope walking around doing comedy, and then next thing you know, you see two dudes just beating each other up, punching each other in the nuts in the ring. It was a good time.
Ass slapping competition with the
ladies, yeah. Fat porn stars. You can never get enough of that.
Yeah, I mean, kind of just sounds like New Orleans on pretty much any day.
That's probably true too. Yeah. Well, anyway, it was a good time.
I think it. Yeah, I'm sure it was a great time. Just wouldn't be necessarily my cup of tea, but to each their own.
One day I'm going to come up and say, Cody, you know what I did this weekend? And you're going to go, man, that sounds awesome. It has yet to happen.
Yeah, I mean, unless you tell me that you spent a weekend staying at home watching, movies and doing nothing. I don't know if I'm going to think so much of that.
Did you see the new DiCaprio movie? What is it called, Galvin?
What's that?
What's the DiCaprio movie called with Sean Penn?
One Battle After Another.
No, I heard it wasn't very good.
That's what Galvin said. It stinks.
It is awful.
Yeah, I heard that it was like shockingly bad considering, the actors and the director. I mean, Paul Thomas Anderson's incredible.
Yeah.
Right, that's the same movie, right?
Yes.
Thomas, okay, yeah. Yeah, no, I heard it was horrible. So I just was like, well, I'll wait and, stream it illegally probably.
That's what we've been waiting to do, and that's what I think Galvin might have done. So thankfully we didn't.
I would say it's your New Orleans of movies.
Really? God, what a disappointment. I mean, I just I heard it was bad. I heard Sean Penn was like not much of anything in it. I mean, it's just it's a real bummer.
How disappointing.
But I'm more of like an older movie type person anyways. I really don't watch a lot of newer movies. I'll tell you a good one is The Long Walk.
The Long Walk is with who?
It has Philip Seymour Hoffman's son is the main actor.
Him? Okay, yeah, because I saw previews for that. It looked like a good idea. Remember I talked about it. It was where they get into this thing and it's a contest, and they're like, you have to walk and you can't stop walking. You're gonna win all this money, and then they start shooting people whenever they stop. You're like, whoa, this is real.
Yeah, if you walk under a certain speed, it's like a massive competition. If you walk under a certain speed, the military behind you shoots you, kills you, and you go until there's one person left. It's a Stephen King book.
Yeah.
It is incredible. It's like might be one of the most like suspenseful, thrilling movies I've seen in a long time.
Oh, good. All right.
That's and I didn't really have like high expectations or anything. I was like, it's probably all right. But no, man, it is great.
Something I don't think that you'll enjoy necessarily, but I'm going to tell you about. Okay. Over the Thanksgiving break, we are doing a new segment on our YouTube channel called Mike Mansplains the Movies. And I'll be watching The Godfather with my wife, and I'll be mansplaining it to her the entire time.
That'll be great.
Yeah. So at least you'll get the to watch along with The Godfather.
Yeah.
And you'll get to see the frustration of my life by being married to a woman who does not understand or appreciate what a cinematic masterpiece that movie is.
Yeah, I feel the same way when people will tell me they didn't really like they don't care for like Apocalypse Now, which I think is the biggest masterpiece in movie history.
There are movies like Apocalypse Now that bother me. It's not it's a great movie, and but it's so emotional, and it's so that I could do with like I can't watch it all the time.
See, I think I maybe just don't feel emotions all that much.
Yeah, you do seem kind of dead inside.
Yeah, I've pretty much been that way since birth.
Yeah.
And because I watch Apocalypse Now, I mean, there will be spells where I'll watch it every day for like a month.
That's how I am with the Godfather. I could go watch it 3 times in one day.
Yeah, like I will dive deep into the world of Colonel Kurtz and kind of imagine myself as him.
Really?
And and I probably need to not be doing that so much.
I was gonna say, man, not that I think that you would do this, but I wouldn't be surprised if one day Cody's not there on a Thursday, and there was also a shooting somewhere.
Nope.
Well, Jesus. Oh, my God.
Well, I don't think that you're gonna do that, but also wouldn't be too surprised if you did.
No, I would never do that, but I would start a cult in Southeast Asia.
Okay, all right, that'll work too.
So, which is pretty much all he did. I mean, he didn't really do anything too wrong.
No,
he just went a little AWOL and started a Cambodian cult.
The whole cyanide Kool-Aid thing may have been a big part of it.
Well, yeah. I mean, the Jim Jonesing of the thing is, I would not be into that. But I could see myself becoming a cult leader at some point. It would actually be a dream of mine.
Yeah, I like to be worshipped. I like to be followed. Yeah. I feel like my teachings are valuable.
Yeah, like David Koresh was a pretty good guitar player, apparently. And I feel like I have that in common with him, amongst other things.
And glorious hair. Don't forget that.
Yeah, hair. I mean, both, heritage is Waco. Like all my family are from Waco. They knew the Branch Davidians like pretty well.
Oh, see,
yeah.
So maybe not maybe not a shooter, maybe just a cult leader.
Yeah, I mean, now if you turn on the news and see like the ATF burning down my house,
right?
Well, then you'll know
that's more likely.
A little AWOL or a little out of hand. Yeah.
Cody Tucker has an Instagram channel and a YouTube channel. You can follow him online at the Cody Tucker Show. What do you got for us this week?
Okay, so during the mid to late 20s, Soviet leader Josef Stalin became obsessed with the first Tarzan movie and watched it at the Kremlin repeatedly. He was mostly interested in the idea of a man being able to communicate with apes, so he hired a scientist named Ilya Ivanov to begin a series of experiments on various apes and monkeys in an attempt to create a massive army of obedient ape super soldiers for the Soviet military.
Shut up.
After years of failure, with the majority of the apes dying during the experiments, Ivanov decided to throw a Hail Mary and inseminate a human with ape DNA.
Wow.
As he was getting ready to do it, his last orangutan died. Stalin was so upset with the lack of success that he had the project shut down and had Ivanov exiled, where he died in 1932.
That's the worst part. The pressure of working for somebody like that is if it doesn't work, they're going to put you over in Siberia.
Yeah, especially with a project that, I mean, if you're a scientist, how do you not know that that's not going to work?
Right. Well, you do know, but you got to prove it to these idiots.
Impossible.
Yeah, you have to show it to these guys.
Yeah, I mean, the amount of like experiments like that in history is just mind-boggling to me. People doing things that.
But that's the only way they find out. I mean, they have to run through it. I mean, I know there's some things you probably know that you think you know the answer to beforehand, but until you do it, it's not really science.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I could have probably saved him a lot of time, a lot of apes,
a lot of ape lives. Yeah.
Yeah, I could have just like, this ain't gonna work. Yeah. Like there's King Charles, or I think it might have been King Frederick II, the Holy Roman Empire. He had a experiment where he took 2 children and locked them in a room with zero contact from anyone in the outside world to see if they would develop their own language, because he believed that would be the language that God gave Adam and Eve.
Ah.
Because, they hadn't learned any language. They were infants. Yeah. And, I mean, that's about as dumb as it gets, I think.
Well, I mean, they probably do formulate their own language.
Yeah, I mean that's what humans did, but I mean to think that it's the same language
No,
God gave Adam and Eve is about
ridiculous. Yeah.
you know. I mean,
yeah, but that was so long ago. We didn't have remote controls yet or nothing.
no, they didn't have remote controls.
Yeah.
No, I mean they didn't have lots of things.
That's-
Remote controls, I guess, is one of them.
Remote control is a true earmark of science.
You think?
Yeah. Oh, when you had to stop getting up to change the channel, I think that's when we changed as a society.
That's probably pretty true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, what else you have for us?
So the other one I got, I mean, I'll try to keep this one a little short, but
No rush.
so it's the story of a fellow named Otis Blackwell, who most people I feel like you're not going to know who this person is, but they should. So in the 1950s, there was a young, struggling songwriter named Otis Blackwell who on Christmas Eve in 1955 had completely run out of money. So he was desperate to earn a few dollars for Christmas. He decided to stand out in front of the Brill building in New York City and hoped that one of the many songwriters or producers walking into the building that day would give him a shot and buy one of his songs. A man named Leroy Kirkland gave some of his songs a listen and decided to buy 6 of them for about $150. A few weeks later, Blackwell got a call from the executives at RCA saying that they were impressed by his songs and wanted to use one of them for one of their up-and-coming artists. That song was Don't Be Cruel, and the then unknown artist was Elvis Presley.
Wow, for $150?
$150. So that song ended up spending 9 weeks at #1 on the Billboard charts and earned Blackwell over $700,000 in royalties.
Wow.
Otis Blackwell would then go on to write another Presley hit, All Shook Up, as well as Jerry Lee Lewis's hit, Great Balls of Fire,
Holy cow.
as well as over 1,000 other songs that have sold over 200 million records before his death in 2002 at the age of 71.
Good for Otis Blackwell.
Otis Blackwell, an absolute legend.
Hey, so Jerry Lee Lewis didn't write Great Balls of Fire? That's disappointing.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, well, none of those people really wrote any of their songs.
But I mean he played the piano. Usually, if there's somebody that's into the instrument, they wrote the songs.
Yeah, I mean, well, he may have come up with like some of it, but I mean, the song is credited as to be Otis Blackwell, and which most likely is like the lyrics being written by Otis Blackwell. But yeah, Jerry Lee Lewis, most of his songs were either covers or were written by someone else, in conjunction with someone else. I mean, Elvis recorded what, like 300 something songs, and he wrote 0 of them.
Yeah.
Like he has 0 writing credits.
That's the thing, man. You look at people like that. I mean, Elvis. What did Elvis have besides? He just had good looks. He wasn't even that good of a singer.
I think he became. I think he became an amazing singer once he was able to like really let loose.
Yeah,
with like a Unchained Melody and like some of those songs where you're like, oh boy, Elvis really could belt it out. But he was, he's the first rock star.
Sure.
He just had an appeal that made him seem dangerous. That a lot of people didn't have.
I'll tell you, I didn't particularly enjoy that Elvis movie, the one that they had out. I just didn't like it.
Really?
Well, and it's not that I didn't like it. I just wish that it would just have been a straight biopic about Elvis. I would have enjoyed that better.
Yeah, I didn't really need a lot of the Colonel Tom Parker angle.
Yeah,
but I thought Austin Butler was incredible.
Yeah, I thought that it was not a bad movie. When I first saw it, I was like, yuck. But then I watched it again, and I kind of got it a little bit more, and I understood it. But that whole Baz Luhrmann thing, where everything's got to be weird,
Yeah, weird and shiny and like musically. Yeah, I am not a fan of his movies whatsoever, except for that Romeo and Juliet.
Yeah.
Leo. It was a great movie. Claire Danes had a big thing for her as a kid.
Who didn't? She was the first weird girl that we all liked. And then
like Winona Ryder, maybe I think would be up there too.
She was
pretty weird.
But correct me if I'm wrong. We all liked Claire Danes, but we also would like Jared Leto.
Oh yeah, I would. I mean,
Yeah, I mean,
he wouldn't take much convincing.
He was the first guy that we were like, well, he's really pretty.
Yeah. That's and from what I've heard, you probably wouldn't have to do a whole lot to make that happen. You just got to. Well, never mind.
Find Cody Tucker on Instagram and YouTube. He interviewed Wolfgang Van Halen last week. I watched that. I thought that was really good. What do you got coming up? Anything we need to know about?
Well, this past episode, I had Aleister Black, wrestles in the WWE. Great episode. Talked about the occult. And
I
heavy
saw that.
metal,
You talk about Jimmy Page and his affiliation with the occult.
Oh yeah. We big, just deep dive into the occult and all things dark and weird. Which is
Galvin. That's right up your alley.
Yep. So, and then otherwise, who knows? I mean,
that's good.
By ear.
That's good. All right, Cody. Thank you, buddy. We'll check in with you next week.
Thanks,
Will
man.
we check in? No, because next week is Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
That's next week?
Yeah. What do you do? What do you do? What does the Tucker family do for Thanksgiving?
We do a good old-fashioned throwdown, but we'll probably do that. We usually do it on Sunday because we have to pick a day where everybody's, off work and whatnot. So I think we're probably doing that this Sunday. But, yeah, we'll go really hog wild, as they say.
Cody, would you be available on Wednesday if we were trying to squeeze you in next week?
Yeah, I don't have like a job or anything, so I don't
pretty available.
It doesn't matter to me.
How great is that you found the niche, man? This is your job.
It's pretty nice.
It's great, right? And you're good at it.
Yeah, well, thank you. I mean, I'm horrible at jobs.
Yeah,
so it really worked out about as good as it could because I might be one of the worst employees in American history.
What was the last job that you had?
Well, I was a substitute teacher, and I was good at that, and I did enjoy that. But I would have found a way to screw that up too. But mostly I was just doing worked at Best Buy for a while. I wasn't good at that.
Yeah,
I'm not good at selling things. I don't like convincing people of things. I just
Well, you found your niche. You do what you do well, man. I like it. I like it.
Anytime I text Cody, he just says, "All I got is time, man."
Good.
That was pretty much it. Yeah.
We'll hit you up Wednesday so we don't miss next week.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, brother.
Cool. Yeah.
Have a good week. We'll see you next week.
All right, man. See y'all later.
Cody Tucker.